The top 5 undervalued Pokemon TCG card series continues. Rayquaza. Let's go. What's going on, Funhouse crew? Welcome back to the channel, TCG Funhouse, where we talk all things Pokemon TCG. And on Mondays, everybody's favorite series is back with more undervalued and underappreciated Pokemon TCG cards that you can buy right now at a steal of a price to bolster your collection, bolster your Pokemon TCG investment portfolio, however you like to see the hobby. These are some good, affordable cards that you can add to it right now at a steal of a price. All right, I have rambled long enough, guys. Let's dive right into today's list. Top 5 Rayquaza cards, right? Rayquaza is a massive collector's piece, always one of the top 5 or 6 value carriers when they're in a set. Just look at Evolving Skies. It is the #2 Pokemon in that set that carries value, and I expect that to be that way for a very long time, if not even surpass the Umbreon. The Umbreon is just such a beautiful artwork. It's almost like another level. It's hard to compete, I understand that, but all in all, Rayquaza is usually the better investment. So let's talk about some undervalued cards that I've been buying, you could be buying, should be buying. Starting off with number 5 here right now. And starting off today's list is a beautiful card that would hold even more value if it wasn't a Black Star promo. That's right, I'm talking about the shiny Rayquaza GX Full Art from Hidden Fates. This is the card that came inside the premium collection, the Ultra Premium collection, the one that had the figure inside, and then the smaller one that had the jumbo card inside that released in like a second wave for Hidden Fates. I think it was also the only premium collection that was released in the UK. But this card, you can pick it up right now over on TCG Player for about $40. And I guarantee you, if this card was a part of the Hidden Fates set, it would probably be closer to $70, $80, $90 marker, if not the second most expensive card in the set behind Charizard. But the reason why I think it's more affordable is the same reason why I think it's a good buy. Because think about all of those Hidden Fates products stored away in people's dungeons, basements, closets, garages that are just sitting there. Guess what? Only one product has this card in it, and that is the premium collection. All of those ETBs, all of those tins, all of those Walmart exclusive collection boxes that were by far the easiest product to find are not going to have this card inside. So if people start ripping a lot more Hidden Fates 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13 years from now, guess what? This card will never be pulled unless they're doing the Ultra Premium collection, which people really weren't sealed collecting back then. There were a couple people that I know, and I'm sure there are some, but not nearly like it is today. This card is massive, huge, 40 bucks, good investment. There's no way that this is going to be a failed pickup. Coming in at number 4 on today's list is a card that is right around the exact same price range. So yes, guys, you're going to have to drop a little bit of money to grab some Rayquaza cards. I'm going with the Rainbow VMAX from Evolving Skies. The last Rainbow Rayquaza is about $120 and $125 right now. The GX that was in Celestial Storm for Sun and Moon. And now this Rainbow is about a third, a fourth of that price, which blows my mind. I know Rainbow cards are not nearly as popular or sought after as they used to be back in the Sun and Moon era, but it still is a Rainbow Rare, hyper rare card featuring Rayquaza that is absolutely beautiful of a card, and it is right around the same price, about $39, $40 over on TCG Player in near mint condition. And again, there's really not that many on here. There's about 40, 45 available in near mint condition right now over on TCG Player. That is not a lot considering how the market is being flooded with so many Pokemon cards right now. We're talking about hundreds of VMAXs, Vs, V-Stars, things like that. Rainbows are still not quite as common as some of the other ultra rares that have picked up in pull rate. So Rayquaza, Rainbow, hyper rare, it all fits in one little nice bucket for me. And after seeing the Rainbow version of the GX skyrocket in price, this one may not get that high, but it won't be too far behind once Evolving Skies is in the review mirror. All right, we hit the halfway marker for Rayquaza here on the top 5 Rayquaza cards that you want to pick up and add to your collection right now as they're undervalued and underappreciated. I'm going with the Rayquaza EX Full Art from XY Evolving Skies. Now, this card has seen a pickup in price over the last 6 or 7 months by about $3 or $4 because people realized this era is undervalued. These beautiful cards are undervalued. This card is one of my favorites on the list, and I've actually bought more of these than any of the other ones just because I like the artwork so much, and I think it's an undervalued era. But you can get this card for about $33 over on TCG Player right now in near mint condition. And I want you to look at it this way, and why I keep saying XY is undervalued. Shiny Rayquaza has about 35 up. Rainbow has about 40. In near mint condition for this XY Full Art Roaring Skies, there's only 11. 11 in near mint condition. So it is about 1/4 to 1/3 more rare than the previous 2 cards that we talked about, and it's about $7 to $10 less to pick one up in near mint condition. I love this card. It's going to be a good hold. The artwork is phenomenal. It's a full art. It still is quite a rare card for an era that was not printed to the moon like Sword and Shield is. So I think you're looking at a good buy and a good increase in this Rayquaza full art card. Keep your eye out for it. The one from Black and White is over like 130 bucks right now. Get it. Seriously, I don't see how this is could be a miss. I just don't. Okay, so now we're going to cut back down to reality and talk about a very, very, very affordable card, and that's why it is up here at number 2 on the list. It is the Rayquaza Amazing Rare from Vivid Voltage. The only reason why this card is on this list is because it's $2.50 in near mint condition. This card for a very long time was 16, 17, 18 bucks until Vivid Voltage really hit those printers, and they were just coming out in droves, and people are sick of Vivid Voltage. And just like I was talking about before with my previous entries, this card has a ton over here. 168 over on TCG Player in near mint condition, and that is why it is so affordable. But at $2.50, you can pick up 10 of these cards for 25 bucks. That's a steal. It's kind of like a special set inside of a set, or a subset, right? It's a subset with the Amazing Rares. There has not been that many Amazing Rare guys. I think you're looking at like 9 or 10 total Amazing Rares. Not that many whatsoever printed. And if they never print Amazing Rares again, these cards could be looked at very fondly for longer term collectors, people who collected during Sword and Shield. Maybe 15, 20 years from now, they're going to go, oh, Amazing Rares, I remember those. But they're very, very small and niche. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, that was a cough and a half. But $2.50 for near mint over on TCG Player. Huge for a Rayquaza card. I like the Amazing Rares. Some people think that they're too flooded to invest in. And my response to that is they're $2.50. It's not really much of a risk. So I have too many of these I'm embarrassed to say how many of these I have. I just have a crap ton of them, okay? And we're just going to leave it at that. All right, guys, gold medal time. Number 1 here on the list for top 5 Rayquaza cards is the Shining Rayquaza from Shining Legends. Apparently, this $30 to $35, $40 is just my comfort zone for buying cards right now. I don't know. But this Shining Rayquaza you can get over on TCG Player for about $32 to $30 right now. It is an awesome card, a beautiful card, and for a very long time, this card was in over 40 bucks. $40, $45 for a very, very long time. And remember, guys, the market is dipping. And what's like the number 1 rule, right? Buy low and sell high. So we're getting to the point where a lot of these cards are coming down in price. Is good for collectors and investors if you're looking to build your collection, not necessarily unload. So, and there's really only 40 of these over on TCG Player, just like my first couple of entries. Apparently my niche, my soft spot here is like 40, 50 available at $25 to $35, $40. Like that just seems to be my sweet spot. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comment section. Usually a lot better than stuff that has 200, 300 available at all times. So, but Shining Rayquaza, one of my favorite sets of all time with Shining Legends. I love the Mew. It's so good. And this Rayquaza is right there as well, coming in at number 1 on today's list. All right, guys, that's it for top 5 undervalued and underappreciated Rayquaza Pokemon TCG cards that you want to buy right now to boost your collection.